this is something you should be making on your weekend night. Chili chicken is one of the most popular Indian Chinese dishes where the crispy chicken pieces are tossed in a spicy, sweet and savory sauce. It's extremely easy to make, and in today's video I am going to show you how to make it, and it's going to be so much better than your local Indian Chinese takeout. So let's begin. Alright, so let's start with making the ginger garlic onion paste that we're gonna use for marinating the chicken and in finishing the sauce in the end. So in a blender jar, we are gonna add 50 grams shallots whose root, base and skin is removed and cut into small chunks, 40 grams ginger that is peeled and roughly cut into cubes, 30 grams peeled garlic cloves that are roughly cut as well, and 30 milliliters neutral tasting oil. Then blend them on a high speed until they all come together and turn into a super smooth paste. The next step is marinating the chicken. Here I got 600 grams boneless skinless chicken thighs that we are gonna cut into 1.5 to 2 inches long and half an inch thick strips. Chicken thighs are my all-time favorite as they have more intense and rich flavor than the chicken breast, and they always come out juicy and moist. After cutting the chicken, we are gonna add 25 milliliters regular soy sauce to it, 1.5 tablespoons Kashmiri red chili powder, a teaspoon ground black pepper, and half of the ginger garlic onion paste. And then toss them, making sure they are nicely coated. Cover the bowl with a plastic wrap and store in the refrigerator and let them marinate for 60 minutes so they absorb all those lovely flavors. Now while the chicken is marinating, we are going to cut some vegetables, mixing the sauces and make some sticky rice to go with our chili chicken. In the vegetables I got bell peppers. We are gonna need about 200 grams of them. I'm using 3 different kinds here just to add some colors to the dish, but you can use one kind if you like. There will be no difference in taste whatsoever. A small red onion about 100 grams and large green chilies about 70 grams. They are known as jwala peppers, which literally means intense flame, but don't you guys get scared with the name. They contain a very moderate level of heat and sit somewhere between a spicier serrano and mild cayenne peppers with a bit of tangy, sharp and pungent flavor. They can be easily found in most of the Indian grocery stores, but just in case if you cannot find, then you can use Thai green chilies and adjust the quantity to your preference as they are way more spicier than the ones I am using. Now to cut the bell pepper, we are gonna cut the top and the bottom of it like so. Pull the core out, then cut in half and carefully trim off the white membrane. Then cut it into 1 inch thick slices and then rotate and cut into 1 inch dice like so. Next we are gonna cut off the chili's stem and slice them really thin. Next we are gonna cut the base and the root of the onion, remove the skin, cut in half, then cut in half again like so, and then cut into 1 inch dice. Once cut, we are gonna separate the layers so we have these onion petals similar to the size of the diced bell peppers. To make the sauce, in a small bowl we are gonna add 120 milliliters water, 15 milliliters dark soy sauce which is quite viscous, darker and slightly sweeter than the regular soy sauce and usually used to add more color to the dish, 30 milliliters regular soy sauce, 15 milliliters rice vinegar, 15 grams honey, 10 grams cornstarch, and finally our thinly sliced green chilies. Then give it all a stir and let it sit for a while so all that heat from the chilies melts into the sauce. Now to make the rice, we are gonna use 200 grams of jasmine rice and wash them for a few times to remove the excess starch. You will know they are properly washed when the water is no longer getting murky. Then we are gonna transfer it to a small sauce pot and add 350 milliliters water. Bring the rice to a boil over a medium-high heat, then reduce the heat to lowest setting, cover the pot with the lid and let them cook for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes the rice will be done, so we are gonna take it off of the heat and let them sit until ready to use. After 60 minutes of marination, our chicken is ready to be fried, and just before frying we are gonna add 65 grams cornstarch and toss them, making sure they are nicely coated. Then in a wok we are gonna add about 1 inch neutral tasting oil like canola, heat it over a medium-high heat and bring the temperature to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Once the oil reaches to a right temperature, we are gonna add the chicken to the oil. Just make sure not to overcrowd the wok so there is no sudden drop in the temperature and those chickies have enough room to swim around. We are gonna cook them for about 4 to 5 minutes and keep moving them with a skimmer so they don't sit at one place and get burnt spots. And once they are golden brown in color and start floating, we are gonna transfer them onto a bed of paper towel to get rid of the excess oil. Now let me stop the music here for a second and make you hear the crunch. And and repeat the same with the rest. I recommend you using an instant read thermometer to maintain the temperature throughout the cooking process to cook the chicken to a perfection. Now the last step is bringing all these ingredients together. So in a wok we are gonna add 50 ml sesame oil and heat it on a high heat until it starts smoking. Then add the rest of the ginger garlic onion paste and cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes while moving it constantly until it smells toasty, aromatic and turn brown in color. Then we are gonna add our vegetables and cook them for about 2 minutes while moving them constantly as well so they are not fully cooked and still have a slight crunch. Then we are gonna add in the sauce and make sure to get all the cornstarch that's sitting at the bottom of the bowl. And continue cooking until the sauce gets thick and translucent. Then add in the chicken and toss and toss until they are very well coated with the sauce, and that's it. There we have our chili chicken. Now let's get some of those sticky rice, serve the chicken over it, sprinkle some toasted sesame seeds, some thinly sliced scallions, and eat this thing. This chili chicken is absolutely delicious. It's slightly spicy, it's gingery, it's garlicky, the chicken is really juicy, crispy and succulent, and it has some caramelized oniony flavor because of the shallots that we use in the paste. The veggies are nice and crunchy. There is so much going on in here right now and each bite is full of umami. Okay guys, so this is it. Now go ahead and try this recipe and let me know in the comments how it turned out for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, give this video a like, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye bye.